Welcome to Skijor Chronicles, the podcast where horsepower meets powder and winter adventure races into your ears. I'm your host, Steve Itell. In each episode, we dive into the wild, exhilarating world of skijoring, where skiers are pulled by horses chasing speed, skill, and stories that stretch from snowy back roads to world-class arenas. Whether you're a seasoned racer, a winter sports junkie, or just here for the ride, saddle up, strap in, and get ready for wild race stories, epic wipeouts, tips from pros who somehow make this look easy, and interviews with folks who thought, sure, I'll ski behind that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm Vinny Pestello or Vincent. Only my mom and wife get to call me that, usually. I grew up originally in Minnesota. We were the one family that didn't play hockey. We skied, and we ski raced because that's the only thing you can do on a tiny hill in Minnesota. So folks wanted to start a furniture business and didn't want to compete with the family and moved out here. I was 12 years old, did some ski racing, skied with friends. I mean, grew up in Breckenridge. Middle school, high school, and that's where I kind of became a wild boy.
So you're a Skijor skier?
Skijor skier, yep. I kind of just went out to the race one time when I was young, thought it was cool in Leadville, and I was like, I want to sign up. So the next year I signed up. Brother had been doing stuff. I drove the carriage in town in Breckenridge. So I kind of knew a bit about horses and kind of got into the horse world that way. My brother went to college training horses and shit like that out in Nebraska. I mean, I was just doing my thing. I was an electrician, rode dirt bikes, all that. But it was, a little bit into the world. So when we went and watched it the first time, I was like, man, I could do that. That seems easy. And the first year I did it in Leadville, it was the next year, I got the half-ass award.
Where do you live now?
So I grew up in Summit County. I met my wife. We went to high school together.
Summit County, Colorado. Okay. You grew up in Summit County, Colorado. When you turned 12, you moved out here. Yeah,
my address is Silverthorne, but I'm right on the border. So
you're right on the border of Summit and Grand County, technically. So for people that don't know kind of where Colorado geography is, so Leadville, Summit County, very close. Like as the crow flies, it's very, very close. One county over, kind of, you could say Leadville is the bedtime community for Summit County. So he's very close to Leadville, which is probably why that was his first race he ever saw in person.
Correct. It was.
And what year was that first race you saw?
That was 2017.
Okay.
Oh, no, 16 is when I saw it.
So 2016 was your first race you ever saw in person. And what'd you think of it as a spectator?
I mean, I thought it was cool, but I wanted to be there. I mean, as a ski racer.
You wanted to be in it?
Yeah, I wanted to be skiing.
Okay.
For sure.
And you definitely were sitting on the sidelines and be like, that looks fucking easy.
Yeah,
These guys suck at skiing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just a cocky little
kid. And then when did you get your first fucking yank?
That was 2017, the year later.
Okay, so one Leadville race later.
Correct.
You signed up.
Yep.
And you got your first pole.
I went sport division.
In Skijor, in sport division.
Correct.
Okay. And what'd you think?
So my first year, it's coming back to me a little now, I remember. My first year I got pulled and I got lucky. The first day I was like second or third in the sport division. I just kind of stumbled upon luck and I was young and spry.
Beginner luck.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, and Leadville's a bit, run. If you get all the rings and you make every gate, you can win.
Right.
And I got lucky. But I was like, oh, it's going to be easy. But I was prime health. I was skiing every weekend, snowmobiling. I was doing all that stuff. 2016 was actually when I had my first kid.
Holy shit.
I was 21 years old. Yeah.
You like your balls had just dropped. You're like straight to the fucking baby center.
Yeah. It was a good thing. It happened for a reason, whatever. But yeah. My wife and I got married and started a family. And but 2016, I was 21 watching it. I think I had my daughter there.
Okay.
Or she was just about to be born. My wife was pregnant, actually.
Okay.
She's the 21st.
I know how that goes because my wife was watching me racing when she was pregnant in Leadville.
Yeah, so with my first, we were there together watching. And then the second time, she was pregnant with my second kid watching me ski with a year and a half old baby. And
yep. So how did you actually get into doing this sport? Like, how did you go from standing on the street side, looking at it, thinking, God, that's fucking cool. I want to do that, to next year you're being a competitor?
My older brother AJ was in the horse world. He had a horse at the time. He was training in college for ranch rodeo and all that stuff. And so the first year, I believe AJ and I matched as horse, but he also was matched with Al as a skier. So he rode
and skied
something with the legends. Back then they had the legends.
Yep.
I can't remember exactly how it worked out. I'd have to look back into it, but moral of the story is, but my older brother, this is the horse part of the world. I was just a skier and I'm an electrician at the time.
So your brother kind of was like, hey, you want to come ski behind me? And then, so that was your match. And then you drew.
Right.
Do you remember your draw?
The very first year, I don't remember. If I think I skied behind Al my first year, maybe, because AJ couldn't do skiing and he got moved up to the legends when he was riding his horse and then skied in sport and had someone else pull him. But I should have done my homework a little better. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. So you're one of those like that. Your older brother also got you drug into the sport.
Yeah, I could say that.
Yeah.
And it's for a good thing too. I mean,
It definitely helps having a family member that's already involved in the sport. It makes the kind of transition a lot easier.
Totally. I mean, I think everybody needs someone because it takes two to do the sport. Right. I mean, it's a team sport for a reason. Three, a horse, rider, skier.
Yeah. Well, and a truck and a trailer.
And a little bit of extra
and
time.
And a lot of fuel.
Yeah. And a little bit of,
So if you didn't have your brother AJ that kind of helped get you into the sport, how do you think you would have gone about it if you would have at all?
I mean, I don't know if I would have been that, I want to do this, because I wouldn't have known if it was a possibility. So when I watched it and I saw that I knew it could be a possibility, I was like, man, we could do that. And I think I remember talking to AJ on the phone or something. I don't know if he was even there. And he was like, yeah, we can do that shit.
Yeah.
But we've always done everything.
So AJ wasn't competing that year you saw it in person, you don't think?
No, I think we kind of both started the same time-ish, but he was like in college out of high school and life was just different. And
yeah, he had a little bit more.
Yeah, when he got back from college is when we started, and that was about that time.
And that seems to be a great time to get into the sport, is when everybody's done with college. Is like, okay, now you got a real job. Now you got real money.
Right.
Now it's time to get a real hobby and skijoring.
Right. And then, so that's part of that's part of my story is that 2017 was
your first race.
Competed.
Cool.
And I went out there like a cocky kid. I was like, I'm not going to wear like just regular clothes. Like I want people to remember me, you know?
Right.
And so I wore these cutoff overalls I made that day, like Daisy Duke overalls. I tied like bandanas to my waist and shit. I had my American flag shirt.
You wanted to be seen.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, I just wanted the limelight, I mean, that's part of the thing. Like,
you're like, if you can't ski good, I got to look good.
Right. And just the enthusiasm is contagious. Everybody's there to have a good time and watch a good time. They want to see a guy. And if you can be a good loser and look like a douche, but have fun with it, people expect it and respect it.
For sure. Definitely brings good energy, and energy, I think, is everything, especially when you're around horses. Like if you have a shitty attitude, and then I'm fucking just as guilty of it. Like there's days when I'm like, God, the weather sucks. My fucking horse isn't cooperating. I'm fucking way too hungover. I'm just like, the stars are not aligned and I'm having a bad time. And then you like sit back, you're like, dude, I'm literally sitting on the back of a horse in one of the most gorgeous fucking ski towns in some mountain town, right? That people probably just paid thousands of dollars to come here for the weekend to hang out. And I'm out here having the fucking coolest sport in the world, and I'm still having a shitty attitude. Like, check yourself, motherfucker.
Right.
So
how can you be mad?
Yeah. That's hard.
Yeah, you got to let the crowd pump you up.
That's hard. But yeah, it definitely, like, sometimes you just got to sit back and look at all the fortunes you have to kind of like humble yourself a little bit.
But it's like anything. I mean, there's the guys that are flashy and there's the guys that are just good.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough to be not flashy yet. So I'm going to stick with my shtick.
You're not like the guy that can just fucking roll out of bed hungover as shit, throw his ski boots on and fucking win.
No, man.
You're not a Tyler McKnight yet.
No, I mean, I don't even know what yet means, but the competition really ignited something I forgot. It's been years since I've done anything.
So you mentioned briefly when you're kind of telling us who you were, you grew up ski racing, right?
Correct.
So in my opinion, I think that's what makes one of the better ski joring kind of foundations. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think you need that. If you water skied and ski raced, I mean, I think that's like you say. Everybody says it's the biggest mixture of that because of the horse pulling you and
Yeah.
But yeah, the gates coming. The faster the horse, the quicker they come.
Right. So how does it compare to ski racing, to like just fucking traditional gate banging versus ski touring?
So, well, when you're ski racing, you can't wear a cool suit and have anyone see you hardly unless you're a fucking Olympian, because nobody watches ski racing. No one's hiking up the hill to watch you.
Right.
People will hang out on Main Street and drink beer and order apps all day. So that's
Right.
one thing that's better, is you get to have fun and enjoy the crowd.
Right.
That pumps me up for sure.
Yeah, because you do not get crowds lined up on a ski race track on a mountain like we do on a ski track, unless you're just literally like fucking Birds of Prey or the World Cup, like a level that you never skied at.
Even at that, there's not that many people.
Right. They're all at the finish line. Like after you're fucking done, it's like that doesn't do anything for me. You know, so
exactly, you don't get any of the fame as a ski racer.
Right.
I mean, nobody knows ski racers,
and nobody knows Skijors.
No, but they will one day. Especially,
but like if you walked down, let's say you walked downtown Denver, nobody's gonna be like, oh, it's fucking Vinny Pestello, the fucking Skijor.
You're right. Not yet, but maybe one day.
Dude, that'd be sick though, wouldn't it? Like when you got fucking fame. Yeah. We will probably be too old by that.
It'll be our kids.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, I don't know I'd be surprised if we get that level of fame in our lifetime, but it's not out of the picture.
It's
not. The fucking internet does weird shit to stuff.
When one of those things about having a horse, a skier, a rider, all those different variables make it really fun to bet on, because how do you really? I mean, there's so many things that can happen.
Right.
The best skier can get whatever. People can take. You can get beat by a 16-year-old chick,
right,
getting pulled by her grandpa, and you're like, wow,
right.
You know.
But so we talked about how the difference of like the fan bases in ski joring, but tell me more as an actual skier, what you think the difference between banging gates, GS, downhill slalom versus ski jor banging gates. Like tell me, walk me through that.
Yeah. So I mean, when you're downhill skiing, you kind of know the slope. You run the run. You run the run. It's the same every time. There's a constant, right?
Right.
You can run the same ski joring course behind the same horse with the same rider, and it's always going to be different. So you have to be a little bit quicker on your feet. You got to be able to adapt. You can't. I mean, you got to memorize the course, same as ski racing.
Yep.
It's totally a parallel to that, like you said. I mean, knowing the course and studying the course, and that's huge. Being different courses too, where it's more technical, checking up with the horse, being in communication with everybody. But it's just so crazy because there's so much build up, everything, and then it goes fast. Ski racing, your runs are a little longer. You get 2 runs, everything. I mean, you're gonna all day going, ski racing, going back and forth, sitting at the top of the hill, freezing, all that shit. I like ski joring because you're around everybody all the time. It's a lot more fun. The family aspect, having the kids there. I got kids. It's important that they can come do stuff with me. I mean, I couldn't even ski race as an adult with my kids because what are they going to do?
Right.
Yeah, you're
going to take them up the chairlift and fucking ditch them at the top of a mountain.
Right, or put them on lessons and pay millions of dollars.
You can't leave a kid in a fucking stroller in the middle of a ski jar track, or like what I did with my kid when she was young. I was like, hey, watch my kid real quick while my wife and I go take this run.
Right.
It's like, yeah, so that's definitely different.
I mean, yeah, as far as what's different and similar, I mean, it's obviously there's more variables. There's more cowboys too. You get that whole thing into it. Cowboys are fun. Ski racers aren't as fun, for me at least.
Right.
The nighttime, the Calcutta, all the stuff, the people involved in ski joring has been fun. I realized this year too, just you're with them on the weekends and then go for a horseback ride, and some of the same people, they become your friends.
Yeah, it's definitely a community.
Yeah, and my brother AJ has been a part of that a lot longer than me.
Yeah,
which is cool because it's given me that in too.
Right. So your first race was 2017 Leadville,
right?
And when was your next race?
It was the next year, Leadville, 2018.
Okay, 2018 Leadville. Okay,
so
and then
I won 2017. I won some money, and I was like second or third in the sport.
Yeah.
So I thought I was pretty arrogant. I was like, oh, let's get a little faster. We can go open. And they were like, okay, sure. So I signed up for open the second year I did it. And those jumps are big. And I was nursing a knee injury. I'd done my ACL. 2018, I was like, I can do open. I mean, shit. But I had torn my ACL like 2 years before, and I did my meniscus 2 times before that.
Right.
So I did the first run with Al and open, and I can't remember, but we were a little slower, and the course felt all right. I think I missed a couple rings or something, but I made it through the course. And the second one was my match, and it was with Dahl. And he had the fastest horse there. And he's like, what do you want me to do? And I was like, we can't win if we don't haul ass. He was like,
balls out,
yep,
baby.
Exactly. He's like, all right, you said the words. And that's where that picture came from on the Leadville Skijor website, was me crashing.
Was that you like doing the fucking V on your ass, like look like it's gonna hurt?
So my knee just kind of buckled because it was the third meniscus tear, and I didn't have an ACL. And I was coming up off that jump, and I was trying to, absorb every bit of it because it was the second. It was it was right under the stoplight, whatever. It was a big ass jump, and I was trying to
yeah, they're huge,
right? Absolutely, and
ungodly.
So I ended up booting out with my skis, and I think my knee buckled. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I just remember hip checking the top of the jump and flying, going, son of a bitch. And when I crashed, I remember sitting there on the ground. I was picking myself up a little bit. And Duffy, he came running over. He's like, smile and wave, boy. The crowd's watching. They're cheering for you, or some shit like that. And I remember standing up and looking around, and everyone's just, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. People love to see crashes as much as it fucking hurt. But that's funny because that's the same jump, same spot, and like almost same scenario that happened to your brother this year.
Absolutely.
Like Duffy came and picked him up and fucking carried him off. Like,
yeah,
smile and wave, boy.
Yep. That's funny.
That's funny.
I didn't even think about that, but you're right.
You guys, that jump is taking both the Pestellos.
Yeah, I had a knee surgery after that. That's what got me out of it.
Man, what did AJ just have?
He's got another one though. Son of a bitch.
Fuck, dude, that's crazy. That jump wiped you both out. So
that is crazy. I never even put that together until just now.
So that was 2018, and then looking at history books, record books, there's a long break in there between 2018 and when we saw you back on the track.
Yeah, so I had two kids. Sorry, I had 2 kids, 3 and 1 at the time. And then I had to get a knee surgery, and my wife was pregnant.
Life got in the way.
Yeah, and the surgery was expensive. We were young. We bought a condo and remodeled. We had a townhome. Like, I couldn't have time off like that to just be rehabbing surgery shit.
Right.
And so my wife was kind of like, dude, are you going to you're really going to go do that? Like,
yeah, is it worth the risk?
Yeah. I mean, and at the time it probably wasn't, but I should have kept doing it because it was fun. But so one thing or another, I got out of it, stayed away. I was just working and doing my thing, had young kids. Now they're in school and doing some other stuff. And now my son can actually do it.
Right. So 2018 and now we're 2025. And this was your first year back, correct?
Well, yeah, 2018
was your injury one. So that's seven years it took you to get back on behind a horse. And your first race back was Leadville again.
So
correct?
Al called me up 2-3 months before. So it was just probably like the new year, a couple days after the new year. I think when you guys found out you were doing the Grand Lake one.
Yep.
You said it was a couple months before.
Yeah. It was January 8th. I probably called him January 10th and told him, but yeah.
Yeah. So whatever it was, he called me and said, hey, I got a buddy. He's putting on a Grand Lake Skijor, and it's back-to-back weekends from Leadville. You're skiing for me? And I'm like, Al, I got to talk to my wife here. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to say I want to, but I can't guarantee anything. I mean, I need to start working this in. It's going to take me a couple weeks to build up to it. My wife's going to be like,
get the right dinner laid out and the right bottle of wine.
Just ease into it where I'm like, Nico can do it, but I still had to teach my son how to ski well enough. And we practiced at Al's and stuff. I mean, there was a lot to do.
Right.
But when I started saying, oh, Nico's going to do it, so I have to do it so we can get into it.
And Nico
is my son.
And how old is he?
And he's 7.
7 years old. Okay. So you're trying to convince your wife to let you go back to ski joring after your fucking knee obliteration.
Right.
And also convince her to let you take your son with you.
Yep.
Sounds like it went well.
It did, because we made it out.
Because you showed up.
We
so
sure did.
You said something correct.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, but she looked at me and she's like, well, you better start working out or doing something. You haven't done anything all these years. I mean, I was like, yeah, I mean, I do stuff. I work, I'm not that out of shape.
I work out of the house.
Yeah. I carry ladders and fucking climb up and down stairs a lot.
Right.
I'm all right. But no, I wasn't. I needed to lose some weight. I needed to get in shape for sure. I knew that. I was like, Al, you should have given me a little more heads up. He's like, oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
So
that's Al's way,
Yeah, totally. So I had a couple months. I'm
surprised he didn't call you on Monday.
Well, he knew I needed it. His wife and mine are pretty similar that way.
Yeah.
Takes a little more convincing than other people's.
Right.
But I can't remember exactly what I had to. So by the time I told my wife, she said, yeah. I was telling my brother, AJ, I want to be like a rodeo clown and shit like that. And I was calling Duffy and saying like, oh, I could be a clown and ski and this shit. And my brother's like, you're taking this all like a joke, like you did back then. Because back in 2017, 18,
right.
I was young. I was boozing. It was a party weekend.
Right. You're 21.
21, 22.
21, 22. You didn't even know what a hangover was yet.
Yeah. And my wife, she knew it, but she brought the kids and she went home and we drove separate. And so then I was out there all weekend just having a good time. And I mean, that when you're that age, you can do that.
Right.
Even this age, I think I can still do that.
I can't. No, I mean, I can do it. I suffer the consequences for like a week now.
Yeah. But it's still worth it.
Yeah.
There'll probably be a day when it's not as, but we'll see if that comes.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So you got back to Leadville 2025 this year. And then, so how did that race go for you?
So, yeah, I mean, I was saying, sorry, I'll finish my thought. I was saying that my brother AJ was like, oh, you're not even taking this seriously.
Oh yeah. Let's go back to that.
Because AJ had been Skijoring this year. And he saw the difference between then and like this year he went on the circuit. You guys were all together. So he was telling me that kind of too. He's like, dude, you got to take this seriously. People are competing. It's big deal. And you think you're just going to go there like back in 2018 when you were just young and having fun and being dumb.
Right.
There's not like, Al's worried you're not serious about it. And I was like, okay, motherfucker.
He even did call me.
Yeah.
And he told me, he goes, I got AJ's brother and like he thinks he's gonna like be a rodeo clown and wear some fucking outfit and go skiing and doing all this shit. And I was like, what a fucking tool. Does this guy does this guy know what this sport is anymore? Like, what the fuck? Who does that? And then lo and behold, and I didn't know who you were.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I knew your brother pretty well, I think. Like literally hung out with me all of bow season, and then he was my skier for like all this whole year. So I knew your brother really well, and I'm like, that doesn't sound like a Pestello. Like, the fuck is this clown? And then
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. So then you showed up. Yeah. So then you showed up at Leadville, and you were like, holy shit.
Well, so for Leadville, because he was saying, I call it Duffy because I knew Duffy from back in the day because whatever. And my family business has sponsored the races and stuff too and been involved.
Yeah.
So I knew him enough to call him. I have Duffy's number actually. So I called him and he said, no, you can't be a rodeo clown. So then I was like, all right, well, now I'm going to be a competitor. And so the first day I wore my American flag shirt with just jeans tucked in as a skier.
Which is always a good outfit.
Totally.
Anything American flag with a set of jeans, dude, fucking gets crowd hard.
Totally. And then the second day I busted out my short overalls just as an homage.
Oh, you brought back the old fucking pants, huh?
I did.
You still had them?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I wear costumes. I mean, I'm kind of a
dude.
Fun guy.
Did you know exactly where they were?
Yeah.
Like they're on a hanger and it said like fucking Leadville outfit 2017.
Dude, they're on a hanger in my basement. I got like
they're not like in a shadow frame on your wall?
Not yet. I got a couple newspaper articles and a half-ass award.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny when I did that crash and that picture came out and all that stuff made waves. I got this little the back half of a horse trophy, the half-ass award. Well, it's the back half of a donkey, I guess.
Yeah. So you showed up. So obviously 7-year difference between, your last race
and a knee surgery between.
And a knee surgery and a couple kids and a little bit of weight put on.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts like walking in and seeing like downtown Leadville now versus 7 years ago.
Oh, I mean, it was definitely more like, oh shit, we're back here and going to the Elks. It was kind of nostalgic, because the last time I was like walking out of there hurt
and young and dumb,
and I'm still kind of dumb, but that's all right. It's another story.
That's just a breed problem.
I don't know. We all figure it out somehow.
But like, what do you think of the difference between like the track, the crowds? Was it the same track?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty similar. They had the big jumps, Leadville. I mean, I kind of knew what to expect because I did it 2 years in a row.
But
there was a lot of the same people, which is wild.
Yeah, dude, it's a sport that they stick around, they don't leave, and like literally like injuries, and even then the injuries don't necessarily take them out completely. But same track, but like, what was your thoughts? Like, I guarantee you that the crowd in 2017 was not the fucking crowd that we had this year.
Oh, not even close. No, I was just nervous about my performance, I mean, I didn't want to get hurt because I already did that before, and that just makes it not a fun sport because it's expensive and hard. I knew that I was training for it, and I wanted to do well for Al as a horseman. I wanted to be able to ski well. And I got challenged too by my brother and everyone thinking I was making it a joke, where I just liked the crowd interaction with that part, where the costumes and all that stuff. And, I think I did all right. I didn't do amazing, but, I was good enough. I missed a ring on one. Like,
you cannot come back in 7 years, go to your first race, Leadville, and think that you're going to do amazing.
Well, the very first time I did it, I won money the first day.
Yeah, that was just luck, and you're fucking 21. Right.
But I also think that there's some part of me
sport has just gotten so much more competitive, as you saw, right? Like,
absolutely.
Like, it's not like your whole conversation you had with Duffy about doing the rodeo crown. Now you see why he probably said no, right? He's like, no, this is too serious of a sport. At the same time, I like your idea, but he just it just was, I guarantee the crowds were fucking not anywhere near what they were, right?
No.
Like,
Leadville was insane, man. The fur coats.
And you can't walk up and down the streets. Like 7 years ago, dude, you could probably still walk in the Silver Dollar and get a fucking beer like instantly. Whereas now it's like, you better get fucking reservations or put someone in there 4 hours ahead of time if you want a table or a beer.
Absolutely. And just like dinner afterwards and all that stuff. Like, I was with my family. We just like went out to dinner anywhere in 17, 18. Now it's like, it's a big deal.
Like, you better start planning dinner at 4 so you can eat by 9.
Or there needs to be way more vendors. There needs to be food trucks on every line of the roads. There needs to be beer trucks, beer tents.
So it's basically like you went to fucking bed and woke up and it was in a different fucking world.
Yeah, and AJ had tried to tell me that this whole year, going to all of them with you, he tried to tell me that it's a different sport.
Right. And you just didn't believe it.
Yeah, but that's why I was kind of taking that as a joke, because back in the day, we just kind of rolled off the couch and did it, but I was not rolling off the couch, man. I was snowmobiling, skiing, dirt biking, like every weekend, camping. Yeah, right. And it was, fresh off of high school sports. I was in good shape. So yeah, this year I think I did pretty well in Leadville, enough to where I could have been competitive. It was just dumb things like AJ's like, oh, everyone wears these grippy gloves. And I got grippy gloves, but I'm an electrician. I got way too much hand strength for grippy gloves. I need to be able to let line go.
So you found like you don't need
leathers.
Yeah. Too much grip.
Yeah, too much grip isn't
Less
good for
spit.
me. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just don't lather it up so much.
Yeah, but when you need to let go of line, when you're grippy, it's really hard. But a lot of people have a hard time grabbing back onto the rope, where I just turn my hand. And
it's everybody's got their own little technique and
but I had to learn that the hard way.
It is. There's a lot to it. Like you said, you came off of a pretty extensive ski racing background and got into skijoring when you were young. Had some lucky early fortunes, and then now that you've kind of grown up, wised up, you started to realize it ain't all that fucking easy.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, there's definitely a lot more of a respect for it. And some of these guys that go out every year and do pretty well, it's pretty amazing. And, as they get older,
there's a lot more technique to it than just fucking holding on and skiing.
Totally. I mean, the nerves, everything. I mean, you build up to, it's like, you're there for the day. You only get 2 runs. One little mess up and could ruin your whole buckle chances. I mean,
were you nervous going back into Leadville? Like, was it injury in the back of your mind? Was your wife fucking screaming at you in the back of your mind? Like,
so I don't think I was really nervous about the injury stuff. I was just more like trying to focus and do a good job. I mean, I really wanted to be able to ski well because
you were trying too hard, is what you're saying.
I don't know if I was or not. I just maybe. I just wanted to. My brother was like, "Oh, you're taking this not seriously." Everyone was saying I was being a fuck off, so I wanted to like take it seriously and try and
You're
do a good job.
embarrassing him.
Oh, that's the name of the game, man.
Don't
That's my whole
embarrass
life.
me.
Stop embarrassing me.
I got a little brother too. He's a fucking embarrassment.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he says the same thing about you sometimes.
My brother's mouth is so big he doesn't know how to fucking shut it up.
That's what mine says about me too. Oh, at least talking here, I guess.
Yeah,
doing something with it.
So Leadville, and then so basically you've been fucking Leadville for every 3 races now, right?
Yeah, so it was Leadville, and then
then you said Al basically called you and said, "Hey, my buddy's putting this race on in Grand Lake," and then you were like, "Yeah, I'll go." So then you showed up at Grand Lake, where you really got your fucking mind blown, right?
Yeah.
So talk me through like when you just like showed up at Grand Lake on, I'm assuming on Saturday. Did you go on Friday and do registration or? Okay.
Yeah, I went Friday registration. It was still just barely getting set up and stuff. I mean, I was just excited because my son was able to do Grand Lake, and that was like the whole selling point to my wife is like, we can go on these weekends and do this stuff and the kids can be involved.
Right. So because the difference between, not that kids can't do Leadville, but the difference between Grand Lake and some other races versus Leadville is we actually put the kids behind horses, correct?
Absolutely.
So,
and in the middle of the day.
Well, first thing in the day, but it ends up being 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, right? We're doing kids.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I from talking to you, that seems to be like the biggest, your high of that whole season was just having the kids involved and the level that we involve them.
Yeah, and I think the high for that was I saw an opportunity where it's like a family sport. Like, I can go out and compete myself. I can ride horses, pull my kids. Right. I'm not a great horse rider or anything, but to pull the kids until they get competitive, I don't need to be. They'll find their own horse rider with one of their friends, kids that have whatever. But just making it that where you can go as a family, travel for the weekend, hang out with other families that are cool doing the same thing. The nighttime, it's the whole aspect of it makes it seem like more viable opportunity. Because when if you have a family, I mean, like going to auto races and shit like that, where you're the only one doing anything, like your kids don't like that.
No, they're just watching.
And they're pissed.
Not competing. And the other cool thing about the kids in skijoring versus adults is like they're going down the same fucking track we go down, right? Like the only difference is our gates, and we're not sending them over massive jumps, obviously, but they literally get the same respect, time of day, same track, same everything that we ski on. So it, and in my opinion, that's one of the coolest things about this sport is that like they basically will do the same thing from the time they're 3, 2, 3, which is probably about as young as you can get them on behind a horse, all the way up until they're in their 60s and they're still skiing the same shit.
Totally. And the difference between it's like rodeo, but you can't rodeo here in the mountains year round. So all these families at rodeo, they have the horse trailer, the camper, the kids in rodeo mutton busting, the kids start rough stock riding, barrel racing. I mean, the kids are involved in rodeo too. So I feel like it's similar that way, where the whole family's involved and has their thing going. Nobody gets bored. They all have their own friends. It becomes something they look forward to as well.
Right. And I think like rodeo is like a good tight knit community too, but I think the skijoring community is like fucking even tighter because it's so much smaller. It's so much more niche. It'd be like taking all the, the fucking top, single, I don't know, let's not even say barrel racing because that's such a massive sport, but like all the.
Yeah, it's just a smaller sport, so it's a tighter community. Right. But as the sport grows, it'll be more like rodeo in that sense. But it's cool because you get to bring the family. Everyone gets to be involved, and the people that are doing it are really cool. So
the biggest thing that I find is like you have to be fucking pretty cool-minded people to do skijoring with your whole family because the weather fucking sucks half the time. Yeah. And like, if you're going to go out there and do the sufferfest is what I call it, you better love it. And you better be a good person because it takes a whole fucking sport to like my kid gets watched by like 50 different people in a weekend. She just goes and hangs out and all the moms and siblings and everybody like that watch her. So it's like, it's a community sport in that aspect.
Totally. But it's also like a football game where the snow and the weather, like
it's
adds
just
some sort of
embracing
it
to
too.
the whole experience.
Right.
Like I said, you can either take it and fucking make it suck and make your day shitty, like sometimes I do, or you can take it and be like, oh my God, dude, it's fucking snowing. Like people pay to come see snow. I know friends have never even seen snow. It's like,
right.
It's all just part of the fucking experience.
Totally. But it's like it just adds a different element to the race then too. It could be a strategy, could be something. I mean, you got to have the right color lenses, I guess.
Right. So you got your kid involved. How did you convince him to explain to him what he was about to do, or did he know?
So he knew what he was going to. So Al put on a little mini one. He built a course and said, "Hey, we're practicing." It was the week before Leadville, so I guess I did practice a little bit. I took 3 or 4 runs, but you can only do so many with a horse. Right. Just in his driveway, he took the tractor. He lives on a ranch,
big ranch in Silverthorne.
Yeah, big ranch. So he's got a long driveway in. So there was all snow covered still, and he built a little track. I mean, they weren't big jumps. It wasn't anything crazy, but it was good just to get out there, get pulled behind the horse. But Nico was getting pulled by he's got a daughter, son, and a daughter. I mean, he's got 3 kids there too, and they got ponies. They got all the shit. They were running ponies on the carriage. They were practicing as well for Grand Lake. So we went out and did that. And Nico was like, man, this is awesome. I'm excited to Skijor. Then I was like, cool. That's why we're here practicing, And so he said he would do it. And then he got signed up. And you guys were awesome too. And your wife, Delphine, she was like, yeah, let me find him a horse. Boom. He's in. Yeah. I was like, sick. Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah. We'll do.
So that was
do anything to help a kid get involved in this sport, because to get them hooked is key to the success in the future of our sport.
Well, and that's like anything now. If you're going to be a professional hockey player, you start when you're 2.
Yeah.
I mean, like everybody's gotten so
into
sports.
It's just like
that
you and me growing up skiing. Like we were all fucking on skis before. I don't even remember learning to ski. I learned so young. It's like, but yeah, getting them hooked. But then not only that, it's like it gets your ass hooked again, right? Like it reestablishes a whole like new level of passion to a sport, especially when dude, pretty soon he's gonna start whooping on your ass because you guys will be skiing on the same track. Like it's not gonna be he's not gonna be the youth division. It's gonna be it's like, hey, now we're in the sport. Now we're in fucking open together. Now it's like, oh, maybe we're just a team and you're just riding and he's skiing. Like, so that's the cool thing about the sport.
The progression will go. Yeah. I mean, there'll be a point where we'll ski against each other. We'll see where the road takes it. But I mean, it's just awesome that they can be involved and like watching him get nervous and like do competition stuff, because he's done soccer and all the other sports and shit. But it's something different when it's like
a timed event. That's timed
you
off
have
of
to
you.
perform.
Like your success is directly related to you.
Right. And like just the build up for it. And like the nerves. I mean, everybody gets nervous. I mean, I get nervous. I got nervous for him. He could tell. It's like horses can feel that like shit shaking. Too. Yeah. Well, I didn't want him to have a bad experience because I was really excited about him having a good time and wanting to do it again next year.
Right.
That was my biggest goal, was just to make sure that he has enough fun and that it's like a cool weekend so that next year he's like, Dad, let's go ski joring.
Yeah, because you could have totally just ruined him forever.
Yes.
Like if he had gone out there, just got yanked, drugged, wrecked, hurt,
humiliated,
anything, like, he would have been like, nope, I'm done. So you have a good point there. Like it's like your kid's first Skijor race behind a horse or snowmobile, whatever it is like so crucial.
No question. I mean, there was like, oh man, if this doesn't go like where he feels good, like. But I was like, man, drink whatever you want, order whatever. I mean,
drink whatever you want. He comes out with a big old fucking tequila.
No, but he was getting them to make mocktails and stuff. He got like a nice glass with a freaking kitty cocktail. See, and she's like, can I get 3 cherries? And he was tipping her.
He's watching Dad, dude. He's like, this is how you order at the bar.
That's right. But I mean, just being that self awareness, confidence. I mean, the builds, like you can only do that stuff when you're with Dad.
Right. Yeah.
Like it's a different thing. Like, oh, dude, Skijor, and you get to eat whatever you want. You just order what you want. I'll pay for it. Don't worry about it.
Boys club.
That's right. And I was trying to make it a good time as well. And I mean, eventually, like I said, we can get the girls into it with ponies, with horses. I mean, whatever. There's there's opportunities because there's people watching. There's money. There's things are coming to the sport. That's cool. Yeah. That's what this year really showed me. you putting on that race and having such a success. It's like, wow, we don't even have to go that far anymore for these races.
No, they're all within, for you being in like North Silverthorne, they're all like, you can be at a good 4 or 5-ish races in like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that
and
makes
all
it easier
good
to
races
compete.
too, like quality races.
It makes it easier to compete when you can get there.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, especially as you right now, like you say you want to like get horses and pull your son or whatever. As a skier, it's easy to get her out.
Yeah.
Just jump in the car and go.
You can
know?
get yourself a little lesbian machine and
yeah, a little lesbaroo.
yeah, and sleep in the back and you're good to go anywhere. Yeah, it can be pretty cheap.
But no, that's definitely like when you told me about how stoked you were, because I don't think I realized that your kid actually rode or skied until fucking an hour ago when you told me.
Yeah.
And so like that like it gave me fucking goosebumps. Like I still get talking about it because I'm a dad now, and so it's like
Totally.
the whole kid aspect of life has a whole new meaning that I didn't realize until I became a dad.
Yeah, most people don't.
No, you don't. Like, and everybody warned you about it and all that stuff, but it's not the same until you experience it firsthand. But yeah, I mean, like the whole thing that you told me about your kid competing, how excited you were for that's what fuels my fire.
Yeah, no, and it seems like it's just there's more opportunities to do more stuff in the future, and that's where I was kind of looking at the sport, going, "Holy smokes, this changed!" And now that the kids want to do it, my wife can't say no.
Right. Well, yeah. What's you gonna do? Tell your kid no?
Yeah.
No, you can't go skijoring.
Yeah, like we're going for Nico.
We can't afford it.
It's 50-50, but
shut up, Mom. I'll sell cookies on the street corner.
That's right. I mean, getting a camper and doing some other things, making some moves and make it better too.
Yeah. And I mean, we talked about that too. Like definitely having with kids, like having trackside accommodations makes life a little easier.
Totally. Being able to throw the kids in the camper and they just like feel comfortable. It's their place. They got their bed, their little tablet. It's kind of a relaxing weekend for them too.
Well, and like every race that we go to now, like you can pretty much get your trailer camper within, fucking couple of 100 yards of a racetrack.
And you can bring 4-wheelers and you can bring all that stuff. I mean, I have a couple 4-wheelers. I had mine there. It was so nice being able to get around on a 4-wheeler.
Toy hauler, whatever you have. Yeah. I mean, it's literally, like you said, it's just a wintertime rodeo.
It is.
It's just a family fun affair.
Well, that's where having the races where it is family oriented is huge to me, because it's so much easier to get out and do that when you can bring them all. Otherwise, what are you going to make accommodations? Get babysitters?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's like if I couldn't bring my kid, like my kid goes with us everywhere. Like she's like, it's like get in a car seat because we're going, and we got a 6-hour drive, so you better hang on.
Right. Yeah.
And then you don't have a choice. Like you're coming with us.
I mean, we did that as kids.
Yeah, that's how my parents were with me. They just drug us wherever I wanted to go, and I appreciate it for them because it made me who I am today.
Yep. No, we had a lot more freedom though growing up. I think we kind of hit the golden era. We're about the same age.
For sure, yeah.
I mean, like we had way more freedom than like even my kids now, like the same 9-year-old.
Well, our parents didn't have internet to see all this stupid shit and bad shit that's on the news.
But they also didn't get blamed. Like if your kid was playing with power tools and got hurt,
Right.
you weren't going to get a freaking officer knocking on your door wondering what you're doing to your kid. The doctor would just be like, "Let me stitch you up. What were you doing?"
Yeah.
We probably shouldn't be playing with saws, kid.
Yeah, like my kid's trimming horse feet with a rasp already.
Yeah.
And she's not even fucking 2. If people saw that shit, they would lose their marbles.
It's crazy.
Her trimming the back foot of a horse.
Oh yeah,
Just like standing directly behind it. Like, fuck, that's just what she knows though. Like she literally watches me shoe horses all day long.
Right.
So she doesn't know anything different. She just thinks, oh, it's daddy's papa's work.
Yep.
So,
that's like my kids. I'm an electrician and I'll be like doing light switch and stuff. My son I'm like, dude, you can't touch it like that. You're going to get shocked. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like,
come here. I'll show you.
Yeah, exactly. I had to kind of
You
show
ever
him
peed
some
on an
stuff.
electrical fence yet?
He just got to go in spurts.
So you got your kid involved and got him set up with his first race, his first pole. What was his reaction?
So he had done it at Al's ranch, which was a huge help. I mean, if we hadn't done that, he would have been wicked nervous, but he knew what was going to happen. The horse was going to pull. He was going to let it, and he knew how to trip the thing. But I spent so much time walking the course with him, making sure he was all good. Fuck, I wasn't even ready. And I was next because I was in
Novice
because I missed my 4th race ever. So I guess And I didn't even have a chance to look at the course myself. I ran to I hopped on my four-wheeler and booked it to the truck. He was with me too, because, he had to do his 2 runs. And I was like, 5th or 6th or whatever it was. So I ran to my truck, changed everything, got his stuff unchanged, brought him to the front of the race, was like, just stay here, buddy. Because Saturday, I was just me and him.
So you had a parent and compete.
Right. And that was definitely an issue.
Right.
We shouldn't have.
If I had known that, I would have made sure somebody was there to help you out.
Oh yeah, but it was also like his first one. Everything happens for a reason.
So did you help him start, or did you see him finish? Because you can't do both.
Yeah, so I was at the start of the race because that's where I was going to be. That's where he was going to be when I was racing.
Right.
I figured once he finishes, or if anything happens down the track, there's going to be people that are, and I can book it down there too. I had my 4-wheeler ready.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason I brought my 4-wheeler too. Is just I was like, I need to make sure I can get to him quick if anything happens.
Right.
But,
right.
Because
were you nervous about him getting hurt?
Well, I mean, just I didn't want to ruin the experience again. Back to the first thing where I want to make sure that he had a good time doing everything and just was comfortable and confident.
All right.
And so the fact that they got pulled pretty slow on both was awesome. I mean, it's the perfect way to start at 7 years old. I mean,
yeah, he's hooked now for life.
Yeah, and
he's gonna go poor. He's gonna go broke as fuck. The day he turns.
Well, maybe.
Like, you better make sure he gets a good job, because this shit ain't gonna be cheap.
Well, maybe he can get good enough here in these next few years with me that he'll get it all out of him before he has to have a job in life.
Right.
Or he'll be good enough to keep doing it.
So, but when he finished, did he like come up and be like, dude, that was sick, like that was awesome?
Well, yeah,
he
was like, oh, I probably could have gone a little faster. I was like, that's awesome, dude. Good for you. You killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like that's the words every dad wants to hear. Totally. Like, I could have gone faster. I fucking could have jumped higher.
Yeah, I was like, you could have.
Yeah.
He's like, I probably could get the rings next time too. I was like, get the rings.
Yeah.
Do whatever,
Nice.
Have fun. And I mean, that was the big thing. I just kept saying, it's awesome. You're nervous. That's what's going to make you want to do a good job. Kick ass. Have fun.
Yeah.
And, but
so he was hooked.
Totally. He's totally, I mean, he has that, like I said, he got a shirt and there wasn't enough like kids, but he's got a men's small. It's big. He wears that thing to school every week.
He's just repping.
Oh, he told the whole story too. His classmates think he's super cool.
That makes me, thanks for bringing that up, because I'll make sure for next year that we have some like youth merch.
Yeah, no, I mean,
that's definitely something like.
Yeah, you just gave me a hat here for him. He's going to be so excited. I told him I was coming here to do this podcast. It was only
dude, we'll get him on for a little podcast. I want to do a full like youth, like kind of talk to a bunch of youth and get, a 10-minute snippet of like, every kid or whatever, or more if they have a lot more to talk about. But some kids are hard to get them to talk.
Well, we were just at the girls' dance recital and they do like the little like interview before you race. You might even do something like that for the kids where it's just like, hi, I'm Nico. I'm 7 years old, live in Kremling. First time Skijor. And then he goes, play it on the TV or something where it's like.
No, my goal is like, obviously this is going to be episode number 3, which is still crazy to think that we're already on 3. And I just started it like a month ago. My goal is to like take this kind of trackside next season, which I'm like, can we get Skijor in here faster? Like the warm weather is nice and stuff, but I'm like, fuck, let's get back to Skijor, because that's my goal is to like do like more trackside stuff, interviews, get like live updates on results and stuff like that, and then try to get that stuff out as fast as possible. Like not full like hour-long podcast scenario, but more like, hey, here's fucking like, what do they call it in hockey? The mic'd up.
Okay. Yeah. Just
like mic'd up stuff.
Having blurps and having things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think
or if there was something exciting that happened, we'll try to get that, or stuff like that. But definitely getting more youth. Like, dude, anytime you can get a kid in front of a microphone and get them out of their shell, like when they're 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 years old, whatever they are, that will set them up tremendously for when they're adults.
Totally, you got to be able to be confident in that way too. Yeah. I mean, that's part of the confidence building of like. Yeah. Being nervous about Skijor and then getting the course done.
Yeah.
And now he's like, oh, next year, Dad, we're going to go. And it's like, yeah. And then I was telling him, Al got invited for the ponies and all that stuff to do more for the other races. So it sounds like other people are kind of taking a little note.
Yeah.
They were taking notes from your first race for theirs.
Right.
Because I know there's a bunch of people like, hey, are you going to bring the ponies out next year? Are you going to bring the ponies out next year?
Yeah. And they got like the perfect scenario, because my wife like had them do the American flag and the
yeah.
mayor, like, and that was all her like
Vision.
idea. That was all her idea. And I was like, that's actually a fucking really good idea. I'm sure they'd be down for it, but give Al and, you know, Jada a call and ask them. So yeah, but then there was 1, 2, 3, 4 race organizers at that race too.
Yep.
So like
Other
it was
ones.
just other big races. So and they were like, oh, that was sweet. That was sweet. That was awesome. Like, and everybody I've talked to, those minis were like the highlight of the whole race.
Oh, dude, they're just
Nobody knows who the fuck I am or what I rode or how well you skied.
Yep. Hey, they might remember.
Nobody.
They might remember my
But
suit.
you bring up like minis and a child being pulled behind them, and that is all they fucking remember.
That's
like,
true. That's true.
And that goes to show you that's what people fucking actually care about. Like watching us go fast as fuck and fly high as hell is cool.
Right.
But that doesn't resonate well in the memory bank.
That's like having the clown where, oh, you remember when you got called out on the track to do a running race with the 3 other people in bottle suits and stupid shit like that, where it just like makes people's weekends and like, that's like the rodeo clown does that too. You know, it's crowd work. I mean, you draw a big enough crowd, you need someone doing some of that.
Right. So your kid had an awesome race and he's hooked now, which is so cool because I'm always trying to draw more adults into the sport. And getting your kid hooked, you don't have a choice.
You're fucked.
Yep. You're going to go broke now. So going back to that, and I'm trying to ask every single person because I don't even know, what exactly do you do for a living? Like, how are you going to fund this newfound expensive hobby?
That's the hard part. Taking every long weekend off and doing that, just get behind that shit at your house.
For sure.
You know, and it's tough. I'm already off on weekends, which helps. My big brother too. We work together at a family business. We got a furniture store.
Yeah.
Here in the mountains in Frisco, Kremling and Steamboat. And it's hard because we both work at the same place to take off the same weekends.
So who's going to run the furniture store?
Yeah. So I got mom and dad still there. We got a few more years of that.
Well, and it sounds like AJ is going to be there all winter long.
No, I bet you
he's going to find his way.
Both of our wives work there too. And so I bet you in the future, it'll be AJ and I going to all these races with all the kids, and our wives will stay back here and hold down the fort.
And work.
But both of our wives they're not
They'll
cowgirls.
But they'll probably be like, oh, you're taking all the kids. This is a working vacation.
Totally. Yeah. They're going to be excited probably.
Yeah.
But that's where I was like, we got to get the rig. We're riding in.
Yeah.
One person pulling a camper, and you got the horses or both. But
you're going to need a big ass camper because you have 3 kids and he's got 2 kids. That's 5 plus you 2. That's 7. That's a lot of fucking kids.
Yeah.
Dude.
Good thing we got the Denali with the 6'2". We'll be able to pull something.
No, you're going to need like a tractor trailer with a living
in
the back and then also another 5th wheel behind that.
I think we're just going to do the start this year. We're just going to get
Airbnb.
a camper. We're just going to get a camper together, and he's already got the truck with the horse trailer.
Yeah.
So we'll just convoy there, and he can have kids in the back. I mean, he said we seat enough people. We can go both families. But like you said, for the camper, we're going to have to get a pretty big one. It's going to have pop outs.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be a toy hauler because we're going to be pulling it with, Yukon, whatever. We want to have a truck bed space.
Right. That's cool though. Like now it's not just your family, it's your extended family, cousins are gonna be there. Like that's fucking what it's all about.
When my kids are more responsible when they're watching their little cousins than they would be alone.
Right.
Because they're like the big cousins. It's like you get that dynamic, it helps. Where my oldest is 9. I mean, in a couple years she'll be able to watch the kids. I mean, we'll just be able to leave the kids as the kids in the camper.
Right.
That's kind of the plan in my mind that I'm working towards. So that'll be easier to fund and easier to cover.
Yeah. So you talked about your kids' race again. Like, what about your race, right? You actually, like you mentioned already, you came in and you were entered in the novice division, and your reasoning for that was, hey, this is only my 4th race total, but I've only done one other real Skijor race, which was Leadville.
Right.
And so you actually, in my opinion, entered the appropriate division for your experience level.
Yeah, so Al signed me up. I signed us up in Leadville and paid. And so then Al was like, I returned the favor. So he just did it. I didn't even know what I was racing in hardly. Yeah. And I wasn't involved in he was like, oh, we're going to race novice. I was like, cool. Like, I don't know what.
Because Grand Lake, you got to pre-register.
Yep. So, but I didn't realize. I figured novice was similar to sport in Leadville. I was like, well, I mean, sure, you're signing me up for the right one, because Al knew my skiing. He's been there the whole time.
Right.
Or every time I've Skijor. And he's done a lot more in between as well. I mean, not a lot more, a lot of Leadville, a lot of, just the close one, because we got into it about the same time back in the day.
Right.
But yeah, like now that all the ponies and all that stuff, he got hooked as well. So then it'll be all them. It'll be you guys. I mean, then pretty soon we're going to have our campers in like a square. Yeah, and there's going to be like a courtyard where the kids are just madhousing.
For sure.
And
dude.
it's going to be so cool.
Sick.
Yeah. And we'll just have the kids will be like left in like the camper square and we'll be doing all the stuff, hanging out. So
yeah. No, I'm excited. Because like Al's one too. Like I love hanging out with that guy, and I've been trying to get him for the last 3 years now to come do more than just Leadville, and he's just been a Leadville, which because it's in his backyard and his work, he has a harder time getting away in the weekends, which makes Skijor hard. But he's finally, I think, gonna have everything figured out where he's gonna be able to get away, and I'm excited to see him at more races because we're gonna have a fucking compound, like you said.
Oh yeah, it's gonna add to the event. Yeah, it's gonna add to the whole thing.
It's gonna just be so much more fun,
so much more
and
fun.
Dangerous.
Yeah,
for all of us.
Yeah, but that's what it's all about. Yeah. I mean, that's the reason you're out there.
But dude, that goes to show. Like, I got your brother hooked in on doing it every weekend.
Yeah,
I got Al hooked in on doing it every weekend, and now you're hooked. It's like, dude, we just keep adding to the posse.
No question.
Yeah. So, but you entered novice. Which I recommend everybody does this. If you're just getting in this sport, I don't give a shit if you say you're a professional skier, a fucking Olympic ski racer.
Doesn't translate.
It does not translate, as you know, as I know, right? So enter novice. If for all these newbies out here are looking to get in the sport, want to get in the sport, sign up for your first race in novice, your first few races in novice. Figure out the rope, figure out the horse aspect, figure out how to read a track, okay? You did it. Your fourth race ever, you entered novice, and you still didn't win the whole thing.
Right.
Right. And you have a pretty extensive ski racing background. You're a very well-rounded technical skier, and you actually only ended up in third place on Saturday.
Right.
And you ended up first and second on Sunday on the day, which then puts you in second and third on the overall.
Yeah, and it was all.
And there's no excuse why you did not win that whole fucking race, first and second.
Well, I would say
But talk me through what your thought process or why that didn't happen.
So I would say my excuse would be I was so focused on getting Nico through the track, my son. By the time I did all that stuff, I wasn't wearing my clothes. I wasn't ready. We ran back to the truck. He was like, "Let me take off the stuff." By the time I got dressed and back to the start, I was like 4 out.
Right. And logistics slapped you in the face.
Totally. And I just was like, well, it's also a novice mistake of not having enough experience to know how important it is to know your track.
Right.
And I just thought, yeah, whatever. And I saw this one dude hit the gate that was all the way on the other side. And I was like, whoa.
There's a gate over there?
What did that guy just do? This is like 3 before I'm up. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, ask someone, hey, that gate, we have to hit it? They're like, yeah. I'm like, son of a bitch. I think I hopped on my 4-wheeler and booked it down there.
Yeah.
And watched somebody go around the gate from like the sideline and was like, oh shit, we have to hit that one.
And that was your course inspection, basically.
Right. And then I booked it back to the start and and then they're like, you want me to slow down or anything? And I'm like, no, let's just haul ass. Cause again, novice mistakes. Right.
Right.
So anyway, we did, and I missed that gate. And it's the second time.
But that's a fine example of just like the sport, like just the whole aspect of knowing how the sport works. Right. Like, you didn't know how important a course inspection was. And you also probably didn't realize that you could have gone and inspected your course while your kid did his course inspection, because we had the novice and the youth track set up at the same time.
Right, but I was just not even paying it.
You're focused on your kid.
I'm so not good at paying attention to anything.
Right.
I mean, I won won that gun the other day at the Rocky Mountains thing. And they called my number like 6 times. And I was like, wait, what?
I'm like, dude, that's your number.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not really a surprise that I wasn't paying attention, but So anyway, knowing it.
So the logistics, knowing the track was one thing. And then, but you were coming off of Leadville,
right?
Just knowing Leadville, and Leadville is what in the sport is we all call a horse race. It's a run your horse as fast as possible, your skier should be able to ski the track.
Right. Should have
There's
to be able to-
nothing that's like set technical enough that they can't ski at balls out.
Right.
Okay. Well, you show up and you're like, oh my God, there's a lot of gates. They're tighter. And you just said, fucking send it.
Right.
Let's go win. And I watched, because I actually watched your race. I didn't even know who the fuck you were at the time.
You knew who I was after the first race. Because
I was like, I knew your brother said that you were coming, but I had never met you yet.
Right,
so
right.
I didn't know who you were. I didn't know what you looked like, but I knew the horses you were behind. And so I saw the riders go. I knew Adam and I knew Alan. I knew the two horses. Okay?
Correct.
So I knew that. And I looked and I go, is that AG's brother? And I'm like, that motherfucker is hauling ass. And there is no way in hell he is making that blue gate. And I'm like watching you go by. I'm like, damn, he's actually a pretty good skier. And I looked, I'm like, yep, not making that gate. And then I go, fuck, dude, if his rider had just checked you, like just slightly checked you, because you didn't miss it by a lot.
No.
And you could tell that you were trying hard.
Yeah, the second one for sure.
Yeah.
I set up hard and still couldn't make it.
And then so your brothers told me, and this is just off of memory, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but your brothers came and he goes like, and he tried to tell you, hey, check up your horse. Don't go balls out.
No
you
question.
got to slow down. And you said, no, I got the gate figured out now. I can do it.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. No,
is that what happened?
More or less. I don't know
Yeah.
if those are exact words.
But
I'll
similar.
follow that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, because I walked up to AJ, I go, tell your fucking brother to slow down, or tell your brother's horse to slow down. And he goes, I told him, but he said he's got the gate. And I said, all right, fine. I said, there's no fucking way he's going to ski that gate that fast as they were going. And you go down, and I swear to God, it was deja vu.
Yep.
Same gate, same line.
Thing, same horse, same speed.
And I was like, dude, if he had just checked that horse, like either one of them just checked you for like just a fucking 10th of a second.
Yep.
You would have hit that gate. You would have won a buckle.
Yeah, totally.
If you had skied as good as you did on Saturday.
Right. Yeah, totally. But
Because it was Saturday that wrecked you.
That's novice, but that was the other dude had a clean run.
Yeah.
And he was 2 seconds slower.
But that other dude, Skijor's
A lot
more than you do.
Yep. I know.
Right?
I remember
and
talking
so
to
that
him.
is that's exactly what experience over skills does.
Totally. No question.
Yeah.
That's the whole balance of the thing. And, when I'm always that guy, though. I mean, I ride dirt bikes. I'm fucking power, man.
You pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so.
Well, and knowing your background, you didn't know any different.
Right.
Yeah, you came into a track thinking it's a straight track. It's running. I'm not going to run any different than Leadville. You never had problems or lack of success at Leadville, and then you show up and you're like, oh God, there's actually a fucking gate that I can't hit that fast.
Well, and there's also like, I was thinking about it myself. I'm like, man, I can whistle real loud and shit too. Like I could actually talk to my horse while I'm racing. Like I could have different whistle signals to where the rider could actually hear me and be like, oh shit, I need to check up, or I'm behind,
or you just put a whistle in your mouth like a ref.
Oh yeah. Well, if you have to do that, I can do a ref whistle with my mouth without one. So yeah, I mean, I can do a lot of different. That's what I was thinking this year. Now after Grand Lake, I'm like, damn, you can do a lot more with that than I even thought about before, which is cool. Adds to the element of the sport.
You're thinking out of the box already.
Yeah.
But a lot of that comes down to, in my opinion, just the whole team aspect of the sport, right? So like you were behind a new rider, a new horse, new skier, like none of you guys had done this together before.
Right, except for Alan, Frank, and I.
Oh, because
that was my Frank's an old horse, and that was my team back in the day.
But that was like you did that once or twice,
right? And then at his house, and then not like doing the whole circuit, no.
Right. But like that to me too is part of doing this more consistently, more every week, and with the same horse, same rider, same skier. Like I know exactly how to ride for my skier. Right, your brother, I know where he needs me to be and how fast he can take it. My brother, I know where I need to be and how fast he can take it. And those two are not the same line. Like I don't ride the same I do for my brother as I do for your brother. And that just comes back to just this team effort or the team aspect of the sport that a lot of people don't take, as strong. They take it for granted.
They just look at the skier more, look at the horse time more. Like, they don't ever think of it as like a whole, it's a team thing. Like, your pictures are all separate thing. Like it should almost be like pictured horse, rider,
Right.
skier.
It's like a well-oiled machine when you do it properly.
Yeah, but like the first day when everyone's coming in, like when they're matching up before, like there should be like a snapshot of the team for having the Calcutta or whatever else too, where then you're like, oh, I remember seeing that horse and rider, but not that skier and shit like that too.
And that to me is, in my opinion, my newbie advice is find a team that works for you and stick with it. You guys will not be successful off the bat. Like, you're gonna have your highs and your lows. You're gonna have your races where you guys do really well, and you're gonna have your ones where you don't do as well. But don't go shopping for speed.
Right.
Stick with a horse, stick with a rider, be loyal, and I will guarantee you over time your loyalness will pay off.
Yeah, well, I think it's just because different tracks are gonna have different advantages.
Yeah.
So you're gonna find that track that's perfect for your team, and you're gonna crush it and get a buckle that weekend.
Yep.
And then the next time you might go and you're like, oh, I'm not the fastest horse, but you run some clean lines, you might get a little day money, but you can, that makes sense. I mean, you're going to find where that thing clicks for you because every track, even the days were different.
Right.
The second day worked way more in Grand Lake. There was way more to my advantage because I'm a speed skier. I was wearing a U.S. ski team downhill suit. I think we failed to mention. I was fast as fuck, dude. Aerodynamic. I shaved my legs.
Did you earn that U.S. ski team downhill suit?
I did not. I bought it 2 days before at a used ski shop in Denver, and it was a men's size medium, and I've never been a medium.
Were you also wearing a knee brace on the outside of it?
It could have fit underneath.
Yeah.
I was trying to hide it, but
that's where you put it.
I just I wear just like a little soft one. It just reminds me.
Yeah. Like, hey, it still hurts.
It's not terrible, but it's not perfect.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
But that thing just reminds me. It's not. It doesn't do shit. It's not a real brace, but it looks cool too. It makes you look tough.
It makes you look like you. That's why you're a novice, because you hurt.
Yeah. There you go. It's like
because we're all like, damn, that guy's a good skier. What the fuck's he doing at novice? And I'm like, that's why.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's why he literally missed 2 fucking gates, like, back to back. Like, he didn't learn from his mistake the first time.
Well, some could say that. I was banking on the fact that I didn't really know the gate was there and that I did it the first. Like I thought I could be.
Yeah, and then he did it again.
I thought I could be early enough, and then I was like coming across, looking at it, and I'm like, I'm not early enough, and I can't tell him to slow down now.
Yeah.
So then I just cut it off and was like, I'll just cut my losses. But that actually was what made me faster. On the second one, I was like, I ain't making that, and I just went straight through.
Right, which is totally acceptable. And like, if you are fast enough, it's like the name of the game is finished, but try to finish clean. But you even had 2 5-second penalties on. You had a 1 5-second penalty on one run and 1 5-second penalty on the other one, and you still came out second and third on the weekend.
Right.
Because you crushed it on Sunday.
Right.
You came on Sunday and fucking stepped up and learned the track and actually like
totally. Well,
and,
I did,
and it's not like it was the same track. Like, we totally flip flopped it.
Right. But no, I knew how important it was to know what I was going against.
Right.
Because the day before I did that. I mean, so I didn't learn my first time, but the second time I finally.
The second day you learned. Yeah.
Yeah, the second day I was
it took an overnight rest.
Yeah, I need to be on it and slow down
Did you get a course inspection on Sunday?
Yeah, I made sure I sure I did all that.
So that made a difference.
Big difference.
And when did you realize that was your mistake or contributing factor? Was it
the second
right away?
Run,
oh, okay.
The second run when I set up everything for that gate going full clip, and I looked at it and was like, hell no, and I just cut it off. I was like, okay, I know and that was a mistake.
With Frank. That was with Alan Frank.
No, so my first run, the first day, Saturday, was with Alan Frank.
Okay.
And then my second one was with Adam and Junebug, but and Al was pissed because I was faster because I just skipped it completely.
Right.
Because I knew that I had messed up not telling him to slow down.
That's the game. Because if you know you're not going to make it, just fucking cut it off.
That's what happened. And then
go straight.
That's how I got third that day.
Because you can save yourself fucking a second.
That's exactly what happened. And then Al was all fired up that we got the day money or whatever. And, blah, blah, blah with his horse and his buddy riding it. And, because that's what you do with your buddies when he was the one who got me off the couch to go there and I win with his. But anyway, then on Sunday, I went with with Junebug and Adam first and put down a pretty good time, clean run. And I was all excited. And I was like, you better not let him beat me again today, motherfucker. And so between my runs, I was like, oh, man.
You had your own little inner circle fucking
yeah.
competition going on.
I had my own little thing going where I was like, man, now I got to perform even better than that. I had a good run. I felt awesome.
Because Adam was actually one of the handful of riders that were flown out to ride horses for people. He came out from Michigan, correct?
Yep.
Yeah,
yeah, he came out, but he
flew out,
right?
And did he rode Leadville too, right? No, he didn't. That's right.
Shelley rode that.
Shelley rode
the same horse, but it was.
But he flew out though to come ride for this race.
Yep, because
right? And like hang out.
His brother-in-law skied as well.
Okay.
His brother-in-law was in the Front Range somewhere.
Yeah.
Because we stayed in their Airbnb.
Okay.
AJ, Nico, and I.
Which is so fucking cool. Like, look, we're pulling people from across the U.S. to come ride horses or ski.
And you hooked them too. I think their kid rode too.
Okay, probably. I mean, the youth division. It's not like I wasn't watching or just like I cannot fucking follow every aspect of the race.
Yeah, no, they're
and I don't know a lot of people's kids' names.
Yeah, their kid. I'm so bad too.
That's cool. But that goes to show like we had 1, 2, 3, 4 of you guys all fucking drawn in the sport.
Yeah,
one extra race.
Totally.
Right, like he wouldn't have come if it was just Leadville.
He didn't come out to Leadville. He came to Grand Lake because his kid wanted to do it. And
because his kid wanted to do it, and brother-in-law. It was like everybody had a piece of the pie.
Yeah, because he worked with Al back in the day.
Yeah.
And so they were buddies and stuff. And he came out, but great dude.
Yeah, because I've ridden with him and been out there when he was hunting. So yeah, I've met him. I don't know him well, but I've met him. I drank beer with him. So
yeah, no, but he was. I mean, it was fun. It was the Airbnb we stayed at. They were great. They brought a lot to the party. I mean, and Al's wife made food and stuff. I mean, it was awesome. It was a good time. Nico had a blast just hanging out with the kids. He had a little more freedom than I want to admit to my wife on here, but
well, let's not say some of the things. I don't want to get you in trouble.
No, but but it was good. It was really good for him because I gave him a lot of trust and he did really well with it. And my brother AJ was there, and Al's kids, he knows them pretty well, and you know she's Jada's like 15.
Yeah.
So they were keeping an eye on the kids.
She's very mature for her age, in my opinion.
Yeah, she's very responsible.
Yeah, she's mature, responsible. Yeah, because she's watched my kid.
Totally.
She watched my kid at the birthday ride.
Yeah, I mean, she's awesome with all the animals, ponies. She's got the little sister that's 5 that she just, I mean, yeah, she's really good with that. Made me feel comfortable. So.
Well, cool. I guess what's like I know we've talked about, harped on it, but what's one good solid piece of advice you give to another parent that wants to get their kid involved in the sport? Like, how would you go about that?
I would say that, I mean, at least at Grand Lake, you guys did a great job of making it accessible, easy. I mean, just, you know, you got to have, everybody knows somebody with a ranch or somebody with a horse. With the kids, the horse doesn't have to be fast, which makes it a lot easier. Just to get a horse. To find one. Yeah, to find a horse. It's not like a real race. Like, you don't have to have a special skijoring horse. Like, any horse, any hobbyist could pretty much ride. I should say that lightly. But you can find a horse to pull kids much easier. I just started riding horses more often.
You're not trying to match speed.
Right. And so I would feel confident hopping on a horse and riding and pulling my son with practicing riding a horse for a year with a well-trained horse. So that's cool. It makes it easier, barrier to entry. I would say, I mean, your kid's got to be a strong skier. He's got to be able to ski downhill and be able to make turns and do stuff. And
be able to hold onto a rope.
Yeah, I mean,
effectively, or at least.
I mean, Nico's 7 and we've been skiing with him, but not hard. Like, I skied way harder as a kid. We were racing. I was like competitively racing by 7 in the newspaper, fucking speed suits. Like, my parents were a little crazy almost.
Yeah, by 7, like, we were fucking crushing NASCAR series races, you know?
Totally, doing like nationals and competing. That's what I was doing too. And I kind of burnt out of skiing by like end of high school as a sport as much. And like nowadays, it's so busy in Summit County, and like I was off on weekends as an electrician. So I kind of stopped skiing. I went to snowmobiling for years. Then snowmobiling got too expensive with the kids, and like You're out all day long. You come home, you're tired. And then all day Sunday, you're just recovering from fucking snowmobiling Saturday. Your wife's mad, you know? So I don't even hardly do that anymore.
So strong skiing background or a skiing background, let's say. Like you got to be a little bit more than a pizza.
Right. You got to be able to make turns.
They got to be at least like Wedge Christie.
You got to be able to hit the side booters.
Yeah.
Your kid's got to be hitting the little side booters and like hitting little jumps and like wanting to do tricks and stuff.
And we're not necessarily sending them over jumps, but we'll send them over like a roller.
Right. But
or
like
a flat track. But the beauty of the youth division is they can ski as hard as they want to ski. Like if they want to fucking send it, they can send it. If they want to go straight down the track and not hit a single gate, that's fine with us.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the thing that's good too, is just everyone cheering them on too. Everybody was such a good sport. The kids, they just were stoked.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
people eat it up for lunch.
Yeah. Having the ponies, pulling kids, that's huge because kids don't get as scared getting one behind a small horse. So if you know anyone with a pony,
not as intimidating.
Yeah. If you know anyone with a pony, it doesn't, even though the ponies can be fast.
I also know a girl, her name is Jada. And they own a ranch in Silverthorne. You can hit her dad up. Her dad, her dad is Al Michelson. Find him, hit him up, and we'll get you paired up.
Yeah, and we'll get more ponies out there and stuff.
Another good way to get involved, get your kid involved if you're looking for that, is to actually hit up the race organizers. My wife and I put on, like, I'm sure you guys all figured that out by now. We put on Grand Lake. We're more than willing to answer the phone, steer you in the right direction, match you with horses. Like, we'll never turn down a kid. We'll never cap our youth division. And I say that maybe one day we'll have 100. But if we get 100 youth, I'll just run another day of a race.
Totally. Like, or just run them fucking both sides of the track or something.
Like we'll figure it out. We'll never turn down youth division injuries. It's plain and simple, because I don't ever want to have a kid be told, no, you can't go in there because there's too many kids.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, because you're trying to grow the sport.
It's not a participation trophy sport.
No.
If that's what you're looking for, don't do it. But we won't turn you down.
Right.
So hit up your race organizers. If you find a race that's close to you, find a destination. Maybe you guys want to go take a family vacation. Call us, text us, email us. Hit us up on Instagram. Yeah,
and also practice. I mean, everyone's got a four-wheeler or a snowmobile or whatever else. You can build some jumps in the backyard and have your brother yank you around, whatever. I mean, you can practice to send out like, hey, look, and I've been practicing a bunch. That'll help too. I mean, just anything. You got to get into it. I mean.
And like we were actually, I think the first, I can't confirm, but I'm 99% certain we were the first Skijor race that posted a youth-specific division Skijor video. Show your kids that. It's not as intimidating as it looks. If you go and watch the adults skiing in the open, riding in the open, it looks really freaking fast. It looks really scary. It looks really intimidating. The youth side, not as bad. Show them the video. I can line you up, hit me up.
Yeah, I think it's just huge, like you said, for the future. Being able to travel and do all that stuff, it's a big commitment. Being able to have it to be a family sport is huge.
Your parents got to be as involved in it as the kid is, but
yeah,
I'm telling you right now, if you're a parent and you're looking to get your kid into it, hit us up. Find somebody on Instagram that does ski joring. We're all willing to steer you in the right direction.
Totally.
Our email for our race is grandlakeskijor@gmail.com. It's that simple. Email us. We'll get you lined up on how to get involved in the sport.
That's awesome.
For your kids. I'll also help you out if you want to get involved, but really, really like to push the youth side.
Yeah, and like I said, I got kind of lucky stumbling into it, but this year I definitely realized it's there's much more to the sport than just being a good skier and hanging on, and that's cool too. And just the camaraderie, and like you said too, everybody's cheering each other on, everybody's answering questions. You know, you're like, hey, what the heck was that around the gate? Oh man, dude, that's a hard one to hit. You got to really be ready. Maybe check up. Like nobody's like. Everyone's good competitors. I feel like that's in rodeo too. Like everyone respects the competition. Is they're as much as they want to win, they're okay with saying you did a good job shaking the hand, even if you don't like the other guy or whatever. But most people get along there. I haven't seen anyone really have issues.
Do you have Instagram?
Yeah.
What's your Instagram?
Vinny Pestello, just my name.
How do you How do you spell your last name? Because apparently I don't. After I entered AJ in every race this year with the wrong last name spelling.
It's P as in Peter, Estello. I don't really post much on Instagram. I just do a lot of looking.
Yeah,
you're
a lurker.
I was just at that age where I didn't even have a smartphone until I had my first kid. Man, I got my first iPhone when I was having a baby. I was 21. I was just old school. I had the little flip phone, push to talk. I just was kind of held off on technology for a while.
Well, there you go. If you're a parent too, and you want some real insider information on how to get your kid involved or what it's like, find Vinny on Instagram.
Yeah. Like I said, it's cool. I thought it was awesome. That was part of the reason.
Or if you need furniture, I furnish. Frisco, Kremling, Steamboat.
There you go.
He'll help you out, get you steered into a nice comfy chair.
Right. So you
or couch.
Maybe sit on our
we're sitting in right now recording this podcast.
Yeah, brought to you by
I Furnish.
And Grand Lake Skijor.
Yeah. Well, what do you know kind of vaguely what races you think you're going to hit next year, or how many? Like, do you have a number in mind?
So I gotta get with AJ and figure that one out. My older brother AJ, he's been involved in the sport. Like I said, he was the one this year that kind of told me, "Hey man, this is different now." And I didn't really believe him until he went to Leadville, and I was like, "Holy crap!" And I mean, I got some crazy stories from Leadville too. I mean, I did crash my first run in Leadville. Now that I remember,
this year,
yeah,
let's hear it.
It wasn't a bad one, but I almost got the rope around my neck like my brother. But I crashed right after the first jump. But it was just because I had the stupid sticky gloves on, and I went to let out a little bit of thing, and the glove like caught, and it pulled me down. But the rope went over my head, and one of the guys, the volunteers there, was like, I slid into the hay bale before the rings, and nothing happened to me. I mean, I just kind of went down because I was going down, just went right over the front, and I stood up and did the Duffy, waved to the crowd and everything. And the volunteer runs up. He's like, you almost just got drugged by your neck. And I was like, yeah, but I didn't. I threw that shit off, but
you're like, it runs in the blood.
I guess. I mean, it was close though. I did feel it kind of getting around my helmet. Yeah. And I threw it off. So dude, I got lucky there.
Your brothers though, man, that fucking was scary.
Yeah.
Watching that.
I've heard that. I heard that from Al too.
I was there. I watched it like firsthand.
Yep.
I don't want to go into too much detail yet because I don't want.
Yeah, you can't spoil his stories.
Yeah,
he's cooler than me that way. He's gotten way more damage than me. But that's also part of the sport that you don't realize is it's fast and quick. But man, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble.
You can get a pickle real quick.
You got to be pretty smart. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts, and the horses have power.
Yeah, and they don't stop on a dime.
No, and the acceleration is unreal. I mean, that's the crazy part too. Is you go from standing there to 20, 30 miles an hour, whatever your horse can run, like instantly. It's crazy.
Yeah, we actually had, I don't know if you saw it, but we had a speedometer at Grand Lake.
I didn't see it, but.
Yeah, it was right after the big gap.
Yep.
And I could see it standing in front of the sagebrush, like by that first intersection is where it started to pick you up. Basically, it started picking up the rider and skier as they're going through the gauntlet, like in between that upper jump in front of the announcer's booth and the gap. And I think the top sport time I saw was like 29 or 30.
Yep.
But that was also where they're going the slowest because that was where everybody had to check up a horse, which is still fucking crazy.
That is crazy. I mean, horses are fast. I mean, you don't realize it until you're going 30 on a horse.
Yeah. And like you watch, and I'm sure there's some Kentucky Derby fans on here and fucking Belmont Stakes. Those horses are hitting 39 at the top speed is about what they're hitting. 37, 39 is about what they're running. So we're not too far behind that. We're running on snow, pulling a skier.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the weather and stuff too, the snow can be like excellent traction or not very good at all.
Yeah, and that was on a very warm day with very grippy, wet snow. Yeah. So 30 miles an hour, that was fucking cooking.
Well, 30 miles an hour when you're trying to grab rings and do stuff and get side to side and be set up. And I mean, and then you're there all weekend and you're talking and you're doing all this fun stuff. And then it's like game time. Oh man. And then you're standing there and the horse comes in and the horse is excited, ready to run. And so you're kind of like, you know, just standing there and they're like, are you ready? And I'm always like, I want to be as ready as I need to be because I don't want to be the guy getting waited on. I mean, I'm fucking standing there 6 guys deep with my skis on, like spitting on the ground, you know, doing my fucking lucky stuff.
Which is also terrifying because if you're 6 guys deep with a pair of skis on and a horse fucking does something stupid.
You're right.
I'm just saying,
not that. But I mean, I'm right there ready. I got my skis in my hands, you know, like I'm just, there's some guys that are just like, like not taking it seriously.
Oh God, nothing bothers me more than when we've fucking called your name 6 times, letting you know, and then you still don't show up. So
yeah, there's something to be said about that too. Is like,
this is not a fucking, this isn't your fucking race.
You got to respect the competition of everyone else being there and hit your slot.
We got a fucking show to put on. Like we're trying to keep people going down the track, keeping competitors, you know, entertained, keeping them on the line. Because nothing sucks worse than going to a Skijor race and it's like 5 minutes, 10 minutes in between a run. It's like, come on, we got to keep these things moving.
Yep, you lose people.
And we're all fighting daylight.
Yep.
Because we're all doing this dead of winter. It's dark as fuck by 5 o'clock.
Yep.
And we still have awards to do. We still have dinner to eat. I still got horses to fucking put away, water feed. I still got a fucking track to tear down. I still got a track to rebuild. Like, it's like, there's a lot of shit to do.
Being the horseman, well, yeah, for you, there's even more, but just being the skier, it seems like, oh, yeah, you just do whatever because you just have your skis in the morning. But being a horseman, man, I go and help water and stuff. I mean, as a skier, you should be helping. You should be helping with your horse, with your rider. I mean, talking about shit. Like you said, you're a team. You need to have that together.
Great advice. Great advice. Never heard better. And in fact, I think that's what
I haul water. That's my job. I'm just a water boy.
As long as you find a job that works for you and your rider, but like there's nothing that sucks worse than, you know, you showing up with fucking 3 horses or 2 horses in a trailer and your skier's nowhere to be found to help you unload anything. Like, just help me do something.
Fucking bring me a sandwich. Son of a bitch.
A beer, dude. Just a cold beer would fucking make you worth something, right? Like,
right.
So yeah, no, and for me, that's like an expectation for what I expect out of my skiers is like, hey, like these are our horses. That's your team. That's our team. I expect help without having to ask for it.
Oh, totally.
And the beauty is one's my brother and one's your brother, and both of them are around horses all the time. Your brother owns horses and my brother rides horses. So it's not like it's hard to get them to do it, but I could definitely see if you're, you know, all you have is a skiing background, no horse background.
Totally. I mean, there was one.
So never heard better advice on a podcast.
Good. Well, at least I'm good for something.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's important. I mean, then, like you said, it's a team sport. That's your team. I mean, you got to be hauling water.
And that's the most important athlete of your entire team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, without the horse, ain't nobody going anywhere.
No, and it sucks because, I mean, I can handle myself when I'm broken, but if my horse is broken, nobody's going riding.
Right.
And nobody's skiing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, no, I mean, just trying to run that course, dude, I bet you'd take you you'd run like 3 miles an hour, not 30.
Dude, I try to do it this year.
Did you?
I tried to do a foot race this year.
Yeah.
And we were going to bet on it.
Yeah.
And we were going to sell it at the Calcutta.
That makes sense. That's a fun one. I like that idea.
We were going to do it. And then we got to it. And the guy I was going against totally bitched out last minute. Granted, it was windy as fuck. And we were going to be running into a headwind. So I was like, yeah, if you don't want to do it, I don't want to do it either. But I was totally mentally prepared to fucking crush.
All right. Yeah. I mean, that's fun. That's funny. It would just be interesting.
Yeah. Just to give people a perspective
right.
of how physically challenging it actually is. Because those horses make it look so easy, and a good skier makes it look so easy to ski.
Oh, yeah.
And a good rider makes it look so easy to ride. But we go and throw a new horse, a new rider, and a new skier on it, and it will be a shit show.
Absolutely. I mean, I was in Leadville with the same horse I skied behind in Grand Lake, the June Bug horse. Yeah. And
different riders.
Different rider. But the horse wouldn't stand still in the start gate, all over the place, all the stuff. I was like, I mean, rearing up and stuff, acting wild, just. And then, both runs, both days, Leadville, I was like, wow. And then we get to Grand Lake, and Sean's sitting there, or sorry, Adam. I don't know why I just did that. Adam's sitting there on Junebug, and she is still
Calm as a cucumber.
just looking at me.
Yeah.
And I think I walked up and pet her on the nose and was like,
Are you okay?
is this the same horse?
Yeah.
Is she? Yeah, exactly. Like, is there something wrong? And I've never seen such a stark difference in the energy, right? Like, if you're nervous, they're going to feel it. And I'm sure the horse feels I'm nervous a little bit too. I mean, I get nervous. I'm not above that.
No, but it definitely like a good, confident, calm,
Rider.
collected rider can make a world of difference.
Yeah, I mean, the horses know. They know what they can get away
they feed
with.
off energy.
It was unreal.
Yeah.
I've never seen
Well,
that.
especially you put a new rider who's never skijored on a horse, and that fucking rider sitting there just fucking shaking in their fucking saddle. Like that horse is feeling that all the way to their fucking foot.
Oh, yeah. They always say they feel you through your butthole.
Dude, they can't.
On the saddle.
Literally, they can't. Like,
they
it's
see
like
they feel your
they know when
up.
I'm about ready to fart.
No, absolutely.
They're lifting their tail for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, you said it. You said it perfectly. Like the difference in the rider makes a huge difference on a horse.
Yeah.
And like we have horses that we race, like, and some horses perform so much differently for my wife than they do for me, and vice versa. Like some
Right.
I get along with better than my wife does, and
That's why you have to build your team.
Yeah.
And you can't go out to the first race and get discouraged, and you can't go out to the first race and win and think you're going to just kill it. It's pretty humbling sport.
because you're like the fucking fourth person I've talked to who has gone into Leadville, won a fucking check, thought they were this shit, and then fucking went on and haven't won a check since.
Yeah. Well, I won a little
But
bit.
you won another check.
I won a little bit.
But I mean, it's just, I don't know what it is about that race, but it seems to get the fucking newbie luck.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's just a horse race.
Yeah.
So if you hang on and
You're
you
a
get
good
matched
skier,
with a fast horse,
and you're a good skier. So
yeah. So you're going to get carnage. You might get hurt. I mean, it happens like that. You either win or you get hurt. There's no in between because you're just like going balls to the wall. Yeah. Makes sense. But I do like the technique and like having more of that I've realized is there in all the other races, and just talking to all the other people that did the circuit. It gave me a lot more insight this year because I had that time at the dinners, at the stuff, at the Calcutta. And
that's where the sport is fucking made, is behind the scenes, off the track. It's the relationships that we build, you know, and at dinner, at the Calcutta, at registration. It's like, dude, like registration every Friday is like a fucking
fun.
It's like a homecoming, dude. It's like a family reunion. But even though we just saw everybody 4 days ago, but it's like we hadn't seen you in like fucking a year because we're so excited to see each other again.
Totally. Yeah, from like Leadville to Leadville even to
Grand
like
Lake.
When Al walked into the registry, hey dude, what's up?
Well, sweet man, I'm excited that you're excited about the sport. That's exactly what the sport's all about.
Totally.
I can't wait to see, you know, what you're able to do. Well, anyways, that's Vinny Pestello. You can find him on Instagram at Vinny Pestello for all you moms and dads looking to get your kid involved.